stream. Mr. Storm, check the stream if you can hear table my like PC sound. Can you check it? I turned it off. And yeah, we need to change. Yeah. I'm gonna change it. 1 second. I changed the name. Do you like it? I don't know what to change more. Night show premiere. Ay, one already. Yeah. I don't have like actual full clocks to see. Not right now? Or yeah. I mean, just say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm gonna do. Nah, it's a little much. All right, we should. Yeah, 1 second. I should. No. No, I'm gonna do it. Puppy gonna rape. All right. Are we gone? Yeah.
Daniel.
All right. I muted everybody. I muted
Me, hopefully.
the Twitch voice. Yeah, like the sound of my PC.
Okay. Right, you know what to do, Xenox?
Yes.
Count us in 5, 4, and then you count us in.
Yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And so we take a cosmic ride with every millennium. That far-off reality
Go!
that is
Live from the general voice chat in the Apex Racing Discord, it's the Tonight Show with Mr. Storm.
Go!
Tonight, Storm welcomes T5 race winner Risky Hobo Tim
Go!
and TRL legend Lewis Camo,
Go!
featuring Max Weinberg and the Tonight Show band. And I'm Daniel Fowkes, and here's your host, Mr. Storm.
I haven't heard that awkward silence in a month. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, everyone. And welcome to the Tonight Show with Mr. Storm. Thank you very much. Hi, Daniel. How you doing?
I'm doing wonderfully.
I'm very happy to hear that. You're here for Will tonight, who's suffering with tonsillitis on our big night.
May he rest in peace.
Yeah, okay. He's not dead yet, but he might be soon. You know, ladies and gentlemen, if you think about it, all I really did was take a month off. I took a month off, Daniel. I took a break. Thank you very much, everybody. Welcome to the show. My name is Mr. Storm, and I checked this now with the Apex attorneys, and legally, I can still continue to call myself Mr. Storm. That's good news, isn't it, Daniel?
Great news.
It's very good news. Now, I don't know if you're aware of this, but there was some discussion after I left my old job in TRO. There was talk that maybe they would sue me. They would sue me, Daniel. Can you believe that?
It's disgraceful. It really is. I can't
Yeah.
believe it.
There was talk that maybe they would sue me if this show is anything like the old show. And frankly, I never really took it too seriously because, well, the legal department in TRL are very busy trying to wash their hands off that old moderator they had. Hey, thank you very much.
I got that one.
He was a bit of a tyrant, wasn't he?
Oh, he was. And
Yeah, a little bit,
sometimes he
just a
was
little
really
bit.
annoying.
And I never took these threats very seriously, but this morning I woke up and next to me in bed was a flaming tire, so I don't really know anymore. They might be coming to get me after all, Daniel.
You know what? Sometimes you just have to deal with what life throws at you.
It's like in The Godfather when your guy wakes up with a horse's head in his bed. That's what the joke is. Haha. I would like to thank dearly, of course, the great folks here at Apex Racing for taking the low-key approach to promoting this show. The war in the Middle East at the moment doesn't get this kind of coverage. And I have to specify, ladies and gentlemen, this is not a promo on TikTok. This is the actual show. And we're doing it now, Daniel. We're doing it live.
Oh, it's great to be back. It really is.
It is. I'm really happy. And I'm very excited about working with Apex. I'm super excited about it. We'll talk about that a little later. In fact, I found out in addition to doing this show every Friday and commentating every single weekend, it turns out I get to race in T5 next Friday, so I'm happy about that one,
The game is so
It's like
back.
those dentists turning up in GT3 races and just doing it because they feel like it. Oh, why can't I go to your dentist's office next Sunday? Because I'm racing in the 24 hours of Le Mans. Yeah. 24 hours of Le Mans. You people are now part of league racing history and entertainment history. I will add as well here in the Apex Racing Discord server. It's a marvelous venue to broadcast from, and I'm telling you something, there is a palpable sense of history here. A few weeks we were sorting out the general voice chat to get it ready for this show, and we found a 61-year-old man, and we had to kick out this random 61-year-old who was screaming, "I can't wait for Froggy Boggy to race this weekend." It's unbelievable. Froggy Boggy, Daniel.
Even is that guy?
Who is Froggy Boggy? I don't know. He raced in like season 2 or season 3. He did nothing. Froggy Boggy.
Can't compare to me.
People have asked me though, "Oh, Mr. Storm, what's your show gonna be like now that you're in the big time?" And to be honest, I don't really know. I mean, I don't. It's either going to be the best thing you've ever seen or it's going to be the worst thing you've ever seen. There's no in between at all, Daniel. There's no in between. It's either going to be peak or it's going to be terrible.
I'm going to hope it's peak.
Yeah, me too. For my sake, anyway. Otherwise, I'm going to get fired. I hope not. But though, I've had a fantastic month off, and I must have gone the whole way through it without saying Will Bowie. And I'll have another extra week of not saying his name, so I'm ready to go, Daniel. I'm happy to work with you, though.
Oh, thank you, mate. I'm also glad we've gotten rid of Will Bowie for one more week for what he
For
did.
one
in
more
his
week,
podcast.
he is lying up on his bed, probably somewhere in England at the moment, struggling with tonsillitis, watching the show. I don't know, he probably isn't, but we'll have him hopefully here next week. Will Bowie, my great comedic sidekick. But ladies and gentlemen, we have an incredible first show for you. My first guest, we're going to rearrange it a little bit because he has to go in 20 minutes. My first guest is a TRL legend. He is the wonderful Lewis Campbell. My second guest, if he's here, we're giving him a little bit more time to appear. T5 race winner in Australia this evening, Risky Hobo Tim. My name is Mr. Storm. Daniel Fax is alongside me. We will take a quick break and we will be back right after these. Okay, everybody, we are back. Welcome along to the second part of the Tonight Show with Mr. Storm. It's weird saying that. You know, we were late night for so long, Daniel, and now we've moved leagues. We're into the big time now. We're the Tonight Show now.
I know. We finally got the patented Tonight Show. It's really a good change.
It is indeed. And better than Jimmy Fallon's one. Better than Jimmy Fallon's. Not better than Conan's, but better than Jimmy Fallon's. All right, we have got a lot to do tonight. We have got a lot of show to get through, but before we start, I do want to mention something before we continue. And I would love to thank the wonderful staff and crew here at Apex Racing for their incredible hospitality, for inviting Daniel, Will, and I, and the rest of the writers team and whatever into their league. We are not going to let you folk down. It is the privilege of my life to bring this show to this league. It's the privilege of my life to be to begin commentating this week on Sunday night in the T1 race. We're going to have a lot of fun. But you know, Daniel, I think we've messed about enough so far. I think we've messed about too much. We had the monologue, but now I think it's time to take a look into the future.
Future Storm.
That's right, Daniel, old pal. Let's take a look to the distant future all the way to the year 3000.
And so we take a cosmic ride with every millennium. That far-off reality that is the year 3000. It's the future, man.
Scary moments, Daniel. You know what to do.
Oh crap! I thought you were going to say something.
League founder Puppy will finally return to ownership before quickly realizing he ain't got that dog in him.
In the year 3000, Formula One will attempt to relive its glory days by returning to its 2026 set of regulations, which of course won Fernando Alonso his third world title.
X will rebrand back to Twitter and combine with YouTube and Facebook to make a new app called UTwitFace.
Year 3000. In an attempt to gain popularity, President J.D. Vance would divorce his wife, Her Majesty Erica Kirk. 3000.
Michael Jackson will be resurrected to try and save the inhabitants of Little St. James Island, only to realize he's over 980 years late.
In the year 3000. The Prime Minister, Sir Keir Starmer, will put Will Bowie's life at risk by announcing the stoppage of production of tonsillitis medication. In the year 3000.
The capital of the United Kingdom, at least from the perspective of Harry Redknapp, Portsmouth, will be razed to the ground in an attempt to revitalise it.
In the year 3000. Lizzo will return to the music industry, citing the weight of the acting industry was simply too much for her. Her return album is called I'm a Fat Biatch Who Can't Act. 3000.
Fat biatch, who would have thought? And finally, Sherlock Holmes' iconic catchphrase, "Elementary, my dear Watson," will be replaced by ChatGPT at fucker in an attempt to relate to the younger generation. Well done, Daniel. That was good. That was good.
Oh, thank you. I know. I can't.
I
admit
enjoyed
it.
the one about Erica Kirk. That one was fun.
That one was my favourite, actually.
That was good.
I really enjoyed that one. Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have messed about enough tonight. We have got a lot of show to go through. My first guest is a great friend of Daniel and mine. Of course, I've worked with this guy several times commentating in my previous league. We are still on very good terms, ladies and gentlemen. The first guest on the Tonight Show of Mr. Storm, the wonderful Lewis Camo. Round of applause for him.
Hello, hello.
Oh my God, Camo! It feels like deja vu all over again. How are you, mate?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. How are you?
You know, I'm doing pretty good. You know, you were on my last week of shows in TRL, and I thought to
Yeah.
myself, I really don't want this to be the last time I interview you. So thank you very much for coming on. It's a privilege as always.
Of course, mate, of course.
How are you? How you doing? How's TRL doing?
I'm doing greatly. Like, I'm not really as much around in TRL as before. Just taking it, just chilling and having exams now. So I'm a bit off Discord.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Have those exams started yet?
Yeah, like very big and hard exams for
Mm,
uni next year also. So I need to do some studies.
fair enough. Are you getting on well though?
It is going good. It's going good, but
I'm
quite
happy to
hard.
hear that. Yeah, yeah. Look, I don't remember when we met. How many years ago was it?
If I would guess 23, 2023.
Must be something like that.
Yeah,
And I think it's interesting as well because you were always one of my favorite people to work with in my old league, and
thank you.
no problem. And I really do hope that you, yeah, no problem at all. I really do hope that we can collaborate again in this league. Of course, I'll be commentating mostly on Sunday nights at 7 o'clock for the T1 races. But what was our relationship like back in TRL for those who don't know?
Oof. I would say that we had a good partnership. First of all, I wasn't like the lead commentator with you, and then when you needed
No,
someone, I was like I could jump in, and then we got along greatly. We had
absolutely, yeah.
comedy, anything, good partnership, and I think at the end of the day, it would be like sometimes you wanted me more to be with you, and it was fun. We had a good partnership.
Yeah, absolutely. I really enjoyed our time together as well. And look, I'm really excited about starting here. I want to get that out
Yes,
really quickly. Would you like to wish me luck, or is there a bit of a
of
grudge
course. I wish
that
you
I left?
every bit of luck.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. You are of course a resident of Sweden.
Yes.
What is Sweden like for those who are unaware in this league?
If you watch at the news channels, you would say Sweden isn't as the old Sweden where we had mostly, good people, not a lot of crime, and now it's a lot of crime here because of people coming from foreign countries. But I would say Sweden is a great country to live, is well organized, and yeah, I love to be in Sweden.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm happy to hear that, and obviously as well. You are a Barcelona fan. 4 points
Yeah.
clear at the top of La Liga. Are you gonna win the title this year?
The La Liga, yes. Yes, we must. Yes, we have fumbled too much, but Barca can win it. But if you tell me about the Champions League, I will not give you any comment.
Yeah, but do you think you're gonna beat Atletico Madrid?
Well, we're going to meet. We Barca are going to meet them 3 times in 10 days, right? If I'm not,
Something like that, yeah.
yeah, something like that. And after the last game where we battered them, but they won us because they scored more in 2 games. I would say we can go free for free, but a slip up can happen. I can see it.
Yeah, yeah, fair enough. I get that. Look, how long have you been league racing? Because this is, of course, a league racing thing. I have not changed it up too much that I've gone to a server about knitting. But how has your league racing career gone? Excuse me, what's it
Well,
been like?
I have been doing league racing since 2021, like the game F1 2021, but
Hmm.
since F1 24, I have not liked it. The game F1 24, I hated it. Didn't race more than 5 times. No. Then F1 25, try to do recovery, try to come back, but I just don't have fun in the game anymore. I won't lie with you.
Yeah.
I'm not
Why do
fast.
you think that is?
Because for most part, yes, I have lost the pace of. I'm not as fast as I was before, and you get frustrated, and then you think, yeah, like I'm losing confidence most of all.
Yeah, fair enough. I completely get that. What do Codemasters and EA have to do to make the F1 game better?
Recruit me, and I will get the game better.
What would you do though, Camo? That's the problem.
Listen to the community.
Uh-huh.
Never ends
Is it
well.
as simple as that?
Mostly it is because back in the days when EA was doing like at least FIFA was great. Like FIFA 15, FIFA 16 was in the prime, and they listen a lot to the community. Then for example, foot draft came more to the online, but then it became boring because it's old news. We need something new,
Yeah.
and then they try something new. For example, in F1 23, I think they did the elimination mode. It was boring as hell. They
Okay, fair
tried
enough. I get that.
but
Yeah, yeah.
it was very bad. Like sometimes if you just learn what people want and then try and organize it somehow, you can make the game greater. We need more content.
Would you like to see classic cars make a return? They were very popular, of course.
100% yes.
Would you? And I mean, I really enjoyed classic cars on F1 2018 and
Yeah.
2019 when they had cars from the 1970s and the 1980s. Would you go further back, like maybe stuff into the 60s?
It would be quite hard because many would be like arguing that the handling will be bad, but the handling was bad back in the 50s. So yes, if they somehow can do the 50s and 60s car, it would be fun to see.
In terms of online racing as well, is there anything you change from that? Because I think the system is pretty decent at the moment.
What you mean by like what other games I play?
Well, yeah. What could Codemasters do to maybe improve the online experience?
The servers are quite a bit bad. Yeah, like sometimes you have to load up and it takes you 10 minutes to just do a lobby, which is frustrating as hell. Um, I don't know so much right now what I can say what Codemasters can do, but there's so many other people that are playing the game so much more and, can do better feedback than maybe I can. Yeah.
Where are you going tonight? You said you were going somewhere.
I'm going out with my friends. Oh, I don't know where they are. They're going to pick me up, but I'm going out with my friends. We're going for a Mackey's, and we're going out for a little bit, and I'm coming home. To be honest,
Fair enough.
Oh,
Well, hopefully they can wait a couple more minutes. I haven't had my
yeah,
fill of you
yeah. I
yet.
don't care. They can wait. They can wait.
Um, I suppose I want to redirect things back to TRL. We had a great time in that league. What was your favorite race we commentated on?
It was a race. Wait, you were commentating with me, right? When it was the Abu Dhabi one, when the leader in Mercedes got like a 36-second penalty.
Oh yes, yes, that was a good one.
That
Yeah, I
was
remember that one.
fun.
Yeah.
There have been, I think it was one in Portugal.
Yes,
You
season
didn't,
3.
yes, and I think it was me, you, and Sean, right?
Yes, Sean was supposed to
Oh,
be here tonight,
that
but
was a good one also.
He's got a media day. Daniel can fill us in on this. He's got a media day for his pro gaming tournament.
Oh
I
yeah,
know. He's so selfish. He could have chosen the day with his best friends, Daniel Fouts and Mr. Storm, and even Camo, but no, he
Yeah,
decided he's too important.
imagine not being on the premiere show, the Tonight Show, Mr. Stone. But anyway, back to that camera. That was a great race. I really enjoyed that one when it
yeah,
happened.
it was.
Mm. I remember whenever you were actually half decent at the game, the Academy Racing series back in the day.
I was dominating,
Yes, along with E7 Buff,
but
whoever the hell he
yeah,
is, he's disappeared off the face of the
yeah,
earth.
yeah. But the ending wasn't great, right?
No, it wasn't. But I want to finish up by going through the different F1 games, and I just want to get your opinions on them. So you started on F1 2021. What did you make of that game?
Lo- It wasn't my first F1 game, I can tell you that, but it was my
But
first.
you professionally raced on, is what I'm trying to
Yeah,
say.
yeah. The game was great. I had a lot of fun. Did a lot of co-op, so wasn't great at the game to be honest, but I did a lot of co-op. Then league racing, it was quite hard for me, but I got it through. Then it was a good game. I can tell you that it was a good game.
Fair enough. F1 22.
The game was really bad, but it had the content because DTS made like F1 more famous. More people played the game. Handling was shit. We can't say otherwise. But I did quite good. I think I raced in F122 Academy Racing and Season 3 TRL. I think
Mm. F1 23.
my beloved game. I loved it. The content wasn't great, but the handling and the pay. I was great. I think I was great at that game. I wasn't
Uh,
the fastest, but I was great.
24
Uh, the worst game ever.
and
Uh,
25.
It's better than 24. I can't. It's better, but yeah, like I just don't see the fun of the game.
Fair enough. Camo, you're a great guy. Thank you very much for being the first guest on the show. I really appreciate it.
Thank you very much, and good luck for the future.
Thank you, mate. Hopefully we'll have you back on again. We will take a very quick break. When we come back, Sebastian Hingfield's in the show because Risky Hobo Tim is a no-show. We'll be right back. Alright, everybody, we are back. Daniel, would you like to hear a story?
There's story, actually.
It's story time in Apex Racing League with Mr. Storm. The first
Aww.
Tonight Show story of Mr. Storm, working title. This is a bit I've come up with in 15 seconds because we don't have the adequate amount of guests tonight, but we'll sort that out. The first story I'd like to tell you is a story about my comedic sidekick and show announcer, Will Bowie.
Ugh.
Now, Will was an interesting human being. I say was because he's not dead, I just like to refer to people in the past tense. Will was an interesting human being. You see, in my old league, called Turbo Racing League, great league. Oh, my audio is reverberating, I don't know about that, but welcome to Story Time with Mr. Storm, just in case. Please get that off, chat. Please. Thank you. But in my old league, Will was an interesting character. You see, Will had the tendency. Thank you very much for the claps, but please stop. You see, back in my old league, Will was a promiscuous sort of figure. He would move from team to team, Daniel.
Yeah, he was. I have heard
He
about
would
this.
move from team to team. And you see, Will then garnered himself the reputation of being TRL Paddock Slut.
Dun dun dun.
You didn't even need to get like any clearance on that. You just came out with it. Actually, Daniel, before we
know.
continue, tell the guys what you can do, what sound effects you can do.
Oh, guys, I am the greatest human being on earth. I can do a solid 3 things. I can go, hooray! Aww. And I can even do, I was telling Mr. Storm about this earlier on today, I can even do a Donald Trump impression, if I'm allowed.
We'll
Mr.
save
Storm's
that
really
for later
gracious.
on, but I'll finish the story.
Yes.
Will Bowie
Finish it.
lost his promiscuous ways when he became Aston Martin team principal and did absolutely nothing in the job. In fact, the only thing he did was cause 2 Aston Martin drivers to take out Daniel Fawkes once.
Oh, don't even rage me.
Yeah, indeed, indeed. He's only here to be rage about it. All right, everybody, we have a great show coming up. I suppose I want to interview someone else. This show's going to run a little bit short tonight, but my second guest this evening, if he is willing to be interviewed, is our show streamer. It is currently 1:30 in Moscow where he is, but ladies and gentlemen, if he is willing, please welcome T3 streamer Xenox onto the show.
Thanks a lot.
Hooray!
Hooray! Aw.
Hooray! It's been a while since I've said that.
Yeah,
Well,
it
sorry,
has
but-
been. It's been like a month since he said that. We took a month off. Xenox, can I firstly say thank you so much for what you've done for the show so far?
I mean, yeah, yes.
How have you enjoyed it so far?
I mean, it was kind of fun. Sometimes, kind of no. Sometimes, yeah.
To be fair, we're trying to figure things out. And I mean, and the thing is, it's going to be a lot easier for me to talk to you in this league than it is going to be to talk to Camo because you know this league inside out, basically. So
Yeah, I'm old.
yeah, so I'm going to be able to talk to things. I'm going to be able to talk a little differently to you than I will be able to talk to other people. So initiate Daniel and I. What is Apex all about?
At first it was basically friends leagues, like all leagues starting, as far as I know. The season one was dramatic, and it was closed mid-season because of adjusted drives. Then season two, after F125 came out, this game like the Apex rebuilt it. They added tier 3, and from season 2 is just straight a history. It's just straight championships. Firstly, it was
And I'm really happy to hear that as well. And do you know what's interesting? I came into this league from a previous league which had 3 tiers, a little bit messed up. Attendance was pretty bad, and I saw that this league consistently fills all 5 tiers every week. How proud are you of that?
I mean, I'm very proud that someone gave me that big promotion on the like on my stuff and so on. But yeah, I mean, I'm same without. So
Mm. And of course, you are a T3 commentator. How long have you been in that role for?
well, it all started in season 2 actually, when I was commentating like every race I could possibly, and it was tier 3 and tier 1. Sadly, yeah, Twitch deleting all translations, so we can't see my peak commentating in season 2.
Yes.
Yes, but in season 3, I guess I a little bit stopped on it. I commentated like 2-3 races. Season 4 I completely missed, and season 5 I'm comebacking. Like, no, season 4 I actually like halfway through I started commentating, and then season 5 I fully commentating because I'm full commentator of tier 3.
Do you enjoy it? Stupid question, but do you?
Yeah, I am.
What do you enjoy about it, though?
I'm enjoying everything that I can find, like that I can experience here.
Yeah, fair enough. I remember, actually, before I give you my own personal anecdote, when did you start commentating in general?
In season 2 of 5X, it was like June.
Last year.
June. Yeah, last year.
Yeah.
it's
I've been
almost
doing
1
this
year.
for 3 years now in the one league, and I'm starting my commentary journey in this league on Sunday. What should I know? What do I need to know?
Well, you need to know that T1 is always boring, and you need to know the best tiers is commentating is like the lowest tiers. It's either T5 or T3, and the tier 2 is completely
Thanks to the rim shot, whoever that was.
yeah, and T2 is completely misunderstandings by the time we were like creating lobbies and so on.
Thank you for that. I will appreciate that. Hopefully we'll get a little bit more excitement out of T1 than you Then you say that's live at 6:30 Sunday night. I will be hopefully joined by someone. If not, then I'll probably do it solo. I might not. We'll find out. Xenox, talk to me about what it's like being staff in this league. What do you bring to this league as a staff member?
Well, as much as left, it was a big part of the stuff. I kinda closed some holes. I closed the results, as you can see right now. Like I'm doing the results. I also um, I'm also suggesting everything I can actually think of to the staff chat every time, and I'm very active, so I'm just answering people's on the questions. That's like most part
Mm.
of my job. So the stuff here is actually awesome, and the stuff in season 2 was like I mean in season 3 it was my first time joining stuff. It was very fun actually because
Mm. I,
we were breaking every rule, to be honest, in staff chat. So yeah, it was fun.
yeah, I've been in the staff for a couple of weeks now as a trial member. Hopefully, I get promoted. I would like to get promoted. I would love to help this server out. Do you have any predictions on how big Apex can actually get as a league?
I mean, depends on how staff gonna see it, because some stuff we already discussed it, and some stuff don't want to go more than turn 5, and like, oh, it's tier 5, my bad, not turn 5,
Mm.
tier 5, and some other stuff, like me, I'm for idea of creating more bigger league, but someone don't want to have like STB league, same like material. So yeah.
Yeah, no, I get that as well. Do you think 5 tiers is sustainable at the moment, though?
With that popularity in TikTok, we gained like 100k views on one of my
Yes.
TikToks. With that popularity, with that amount of tier 2 resource, no, we should put more tiers, like 1 or 2 maybe. One for like slowest driver, it's going to be T6, and one for tier 2 and tier 3 guys, because it's too much of them, and we need to create a new tier for them. That's like
Yeah, if only my
my
show.
point of view.
Yeah, if only my show got 100,000 views on TikTok, I would have really appreciated that. But plenty of time to do that in the future. What was I gonna ask you? I already asked you about what you think Apex can become. But what do you think is going to happen this season, especially in the tier you commentate, tier 3? Who do you think is going to come out on top in the championship this season?
Well, I could say easily, but it's going to be either Gurf, because I know him, of course. Yeah, he's not the one season driver. Or it's going to be Froome, my guy who I picked up. He was a champion last season in tier 4. Yes, and maybe I have some hopes on the Albert, Easy Albert. He might win it. Yeah, so I hope it in him. He's my friend.
Why do you think T1 is boring, may I ask? I'm a little bit curious considering the fact I'm going to be commentating it.
It's like F1 esports, the same material. It's so fast that it's only DRS trains and no fights. Actually, it was a good fight between the leaders in Austria, in which one
Mm.
guy got killed from a driver who drives PCGL, like a big tier. I forgot what it is. What was it? Yeah. But yeah, it was like one hit wonder, because basically it's just DRS train, like Euro Formula, or like Formula F125 esports. So yeah.
Thank you very much to our resident sound effects person, Napialoj from Norway. Xenox, final question. I suppose we can split it up into a couple of parts. How long have you been league racing for, I suppose?
Well, the league racing, I got like it's already a year, going to be a year, and it was sometimes around February 2025, I guess, when I started. If you don't mind, I can say my journey to the AR league.
Mhm.
I started in Yukihini Racing League. It's a big league which is being hated because I don't gonna say big words here to don't ban our Twitch, but their owner is just 30-year-old nonsense guy who don't have brains. Yeah, I don't gonna say a word which is he saying and so on. Yeah, then I joined MRL. The league I was racing like with my friend, and I met Tom in it, my friend of mine, and when I meet
Yes.
my second biggest friend of mine team, or first biggest friend of mine team, who was racing in T2 last season here, and with team we kind of continued our journey because when Emerald was so dirty, it closed itself. We joined our three joined ARL, and then we saw in the partnerships we saw Apex Racing League, and then like we joined it, and then we just basically waited for F135 game to come out, and I'm thankful that I ended right here in this right moment in the Apex Racing League, and I didn't like, and it's my only league to race in.
Yeah, and I'm really happy I've ended up here too. Final question. It relates to your league racing time. What do you think the F126 DLC is going to be like when it comes out?
So basically, either is going to be big changing update, like it's going to change some ERS mechanics. You know that like we changed it to ERL. It's going to change some handle and so on. It's gonna change also DRS to mom mod or however it's called, yeah. But either it's going to be just reskin of the cars with 2026 detailing, and that's all.
And how do you think it'll affect Apex?
Well, we already discussed it. We might just, as we doing like as all leagues doing it, almost all leagues, we're just going to split up the tiers for ones guys who don't bought DLC,
Mm.
and the guys who bought it. So basically, it's going to split up. That's how we're gonna do it. I'm not sure we're gonna make 5 tiers in both categories, but yeah.
Mm. Xenox, thank you very, very much for streaming first and foremost, and for coming on and being interviewed.
Yeah, alright. Thank you.
Xenox, thank you very much. We will take one final break. When we come back, Daniel and I are going to discuss what we learned tonight. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. What did we learn tonight? I don't know. What did we learn tonight, Daniel?
I mean, from what I've heard, Tier 1 is going to be a lot of DRS swapping. and
Yeah.
hopefully we'll see a change in that, because for everyone's sake, I'm hoping it's going to be a really fun season.
Absolutely, yeah. I want to mention this one last time before we finish up. I would like to, and I know this show has run short. Obviously, I wanted a nice quick monologue tonight just to get settled and a nice quick bit to get started. I would like to thank the wonderful folks here at Apex Racing for accommodating us so well. We are gonna get a little bit more risque with the material. We just wanted a nice, safe show to start off with this week. You can completely understand why. Daniel, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure.
Oh, it's always a pleasure, man. And hopefully next week we'll finally have the third part of our little trio.
Correct, yeah, hopefully we'll be back. Xenox, thank you very much for streaming and coming on. Hopefully Xenox will be back next weekend. Little bit of housekeeping to do. Stay tuned for the T4 and T3 streams tomorrow, and then stay tuned for T2, and then my debut, 6:30 Sunday night for T1. 7 o'clock qualifying gets underway on that one. We are going to have a very, very good time here. It has been the best possible start to life in Apex Racing. Thank you very much for your company. We are back next Friday, same time, same place. Will Bowie will hopefully be here alongside Daniel and myself, Mr. Storm. From all of us here, that was episode 1 of The Tonight Show, Mr. Storm. Thank you very much for your company. We'll see you next week. Goodbye, everybody.
Next week.
Bye.
Goodbye.